morning, Mark Soderberg with ADM Investor Services with your early morning ag market outlook for Thursday, September the 12th. Well, quiet trade here overnight, but definitely a tilt to the upside. Right now, corn prices are on or near their highs, up about 4 to 5 cents. Soybean prices are up 7 to 8 cents. We're higher in both products as well. Meal up 3 to 4. Bean oil's up about 10 to 15 points, and wheat is higher across all three classes as well, about 7 to 9 higher. Ahead of today's 11 o'clock USDA data, we do get export sales at 7:30 Central Standard Time. We'll also get updated production estimates out of Brazil from CONAB this morning as well. Yesterday's EIA report showed ethanol production from the previous week at 1.08 million barrels per day. That was above expectations. I look for the USDA to raise their corn used for ethanol forecast today by 15 million bushels on old crop. Combined with higher exports, I see ending stocks down 30 million bushels to 1.837. That is slightly below the average trade guess. Traders are also looking for just slightly lower corn production with very little change to the soybean production at 4.589 billion bushels. Look for slightly lower new crop ending stocks in corn, slightly higher on the soybeans. The Rosario Grain Exchange, they're falling in line with other estimates in seeing a 21% drop in Argentina corn acres in 24-25 marketing year. Bean acres are expected to expand by about 7.5% to 17.7 million hectares. Drought conditions will likely lead to reduced wheat production. However, Rosario did keep their production forecast unchanged at 20.5 million metric tons. That's well above the USDA estimate at 18 million metric tons in the August USDA report. Strategies Grain has also lowered the EU corn production 2.1 million metric tons to 57.9 due to this summer's drought. That compares to the USDA estimate in August at 60.5 million metric tons, and that was lowered 3.5 from the estimate in July. Look for even lower numbers in today's data. Strategies also lowered the EU soft wheat production forecast 2 million metric tons to 114.4. China's Ag Ministry, they increased their 23-24 soybean import forecast by nearly 4 million metric tons to 102. However, that's still well below the USDA forecast of 111.5. And recall earlier this year, the USDA switched from using Chinese customs data to estimate their imports as they felt that they were just underreporting their soy purchases, and the USDA now relying on exporter vessel lineups. Sources are also suggesting that Egypt's GASC did buy about 430,000 metric tons of Russian wheat in a privately negotiated deal at a price of $233 per metric ton on a CNF basis. The tropical storm Francine is moving through Mississippi right now, which is bringing high winds and heavy rains. Look for little to no crop damage, however, and likely to only provide limited benefit to some of the later maturing soybean crops in the southern Midwest. Dry conditions for much of the western corn belt and the north central Midwest, moving crops rather quickly towards maturity. 2-month highs overnight here in Chicago wheat, a little bit of a breakout here, largely due to lower production estimates from Europe. Resistance now at 615. New highs this week in Dees corn as well. Next resistance there is at 416, and just slightly higher, but within the recent range of the range here in the soy complex. So good luck with today's USDA reports. We'll be back later with a summary and hopefully some perspective on the government data. Have a good day, everyone.